Okay, now here's the ones that. Now, first of all, this is how this helps us. This broadens our scope of what we can do with these. Notice, 5 pi over 4, we cannot have a triangle like that. You cannot have a triangle with more than 180 degrees in it. You cannot have a triangle with a negative angle. All of these are not triangles. Can you take sine of 90 degrees? Yes, you can. What's sine of 90 degrees?
1/0.
No. No. It's 1. Remember all your geometry teachers, you go, well, what happens if you take sine of the 90 degrees? They go, you can't do that. Yes, you can. You just can't do it with triangles. Okay, so what's cosine of negative pi? Negative 1. So that's cosine of negative 180 degrees. Negative pi and positive pi end at the same place. Okay, tangent of pi over 2.
That would be 1/0.
Which is? Undefined. Because the y value is 1 and the x value is 0. So that value does not exist. When we get to graphing, you'll see that. Tangent of 0. 0. 0 over 1, which would be 0. So we just took tangent of 0 degrees. Okay, if you have your calculators, I'll show you how to do this on your calculators. And then we will be done. Graphing calculators, scientific calculators, doesn't matter. Your iPhone. All right, basically from here on out, you have to be very, very careful. Because I'm going to switch things up constantly. I'm going to ask you to take Dutrig in radians and in degrees. And wherever you use your calculator, you're going to have to switch back and forth. And you're going to have to remember which one you're in. Now, all calculators, no matter which ones, should tell you. Graphing calculators, you're going to have to go check. This one, if I can get the light to shine right, says D up here, which doesn't show. Let me get a different calculator. My graphing calculator here says, if I go to mode, says it's in degrees. So if you're in graphing calculator, you hit mode, you come down here, you switch it between degrees and radians. Scientific calculators should have a mode button or a DRG button or some sort of button where you can switch between degrees and radians. You just have to find the button on your calculator. If you can't find it, let me know afterwards and I will come around and help you find it. But you just need to be able to switch back and forth. And you have to check before you do any problem which mode you're in. All right, so I just want to do these two problems so you can double check that you know how to use your calculator. In both. All right, so I'm going to do tangent, so put it in radians, do tangent of pi divided by 7. You need to put your calculator in radians to do this. I usually just do 2 on things, just so you could make sure. I'll probably write this out to 4. Okay, and then you need to switch it back to degrees to do the next one. Alright, so just make sure you can get those 2 answers. If you can get those 2 answers, then you should be fine. You just have to be careful that you are checking which mode you're in before you do a problem. Okay, these I'm giving you all of them just because I feel you need a lot of practice. So if you're not sure about any of the evens, just let me know. I'll let you guys look at the teacher edition. You can double check your evens, or I'll look at them for you. I want you to have plenty of practice, because this unit circle we are using for pretty much the rest of the semester. I lied to you. There's sometimes we won't be using it, but we'll be using it a lot.